The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. You are what you think. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Worry not that no one knows you. Seek to be worth knowing. Respect yourself and others will respect you. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. The superior man makes the difficulty to be overcome his first interest. Success only comes later. The people may be made to follow a path of action, but they may not be made to understand it. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. To be truly happy and contented, you must let go of what it means to be happy or content. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. The journey with the 1,000 miles begins with one step. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. The true gentleman does not preach what he practices till he has practiced what he preaches. Roads were made for journeys, not destinations. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. There are 3 degrees of filial piety. The highest is being a credit to our parents, the second is not disgracing them, the lowest is being able simply to support them. Knowing something is not as good as liking it. Liking something is not as good as rejoicing in it. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. They must often change who would remain constant in happiness and wisdom. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. When we see persons of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see persons of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. I slept and dreamt life is beauty, I woke and found life is duty. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. One joy dispels 100 cares. When wealth is centralized, the people are dispersed. When wealth is distributed, the people are brought together. It is man that makes truth great, not truth that makes man great. Love is like a spice. It can sweeten your life, however, it can spoil it, too. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Base yourself in loyalty and trust. Don't be a companion with those who are not your moral equal. When you make a mistake, don't hesitate to correct it. Do not let a leader lead you on a bad path. Learn avidly. Question it repeatedly. Analyze it carefully. Then put what you have learned into practice intelligently. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Desire to have things done quickly prevents their being done thoroughly. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Sincerity is that whereby self-completion is effected, and its way is that by which man must direct himself. 3 things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal and as though you were scared of missing it. To understand yourself is the key to wisdom. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees, and if in terms of 100 years, teach the people. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. There are 3 methods to gaining wisdom. The first is a reflection, which is the highest. The second is a limitation, which is the easiest. The third is experience, which is the bitterest. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Study the past, if you would divine the future. If you try to do too much, you will not achieve anything. I'd rather die for speaking out, than to live and be silent. There is nothing more visible than what is secret, and nothing more manifest than what is minute.